Welcome back to Sea Stories with Mr. Durite. I'm your host, Mr. Durite. In today's show, the thrill is gone. That's right. B.B. King said it, and he was right, so right. The thrill is gone. Now, episode ago, we were talking about the different mind states that you go through your military career. And this is almost a continuation of that. It's basically about once you become a civilian and how everything is boring as hell once you become a civilian again.
Attention bubbleheads, sailors, and all military personnel. Enjoy truish, lighthearted, and funny adventures from life at sea, told by Mr. Durite himself. So pack your sea bags and rig your ship for dive. It's time for another sea story with Mr. Durite. I think they're ready for you. Take it away, Mr. Durite. Visit DuriteProduction.com, follow the Facebook page, and subscribe to our channel, shipmates.
So, I got a job when I got out. First, military, civilian job. And it was a simple transition. I didn't have too much problems with it. You know, I was a civilian before, so I kind of remember how to be a civilian. It's simple. You ain't got nobody yelling at you. You ain't got nobody. You got to salute and all this other stuff, right? Not a problem. So I got my job, showed up, on time, like you're supposed to. Well, not on time. I was early, because on time is late. Early is on time. So I was there early. Didn't know where to go, but hey, I did that on the boat. They gathered us all up, put us in a room, gave us orientation. This is what you're going to be doing. Hey, here, fill out this paperwork, blah, 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 blah. Big deal. No problem. I can handle that. I can take commands. I know how to do stuff, fill out paperwork. We ain't done that before. Fast forward a couple of months into the job and realize that this is the boringest shit in the world. Now, I don't know. There's probably jobs out there in the civilian world that's pretty exciting. I'm sure, cliff diving or animal rescue. I don't know these jobs. I'm not working these jobs. If you got a job that's super exciting after you got out the military, tell me. I guess you could be a policeman. I guess that these days that's exciting, but the job that I got and most jobs out there are not exciting at all, So we do pass down, and it's funny. My job, this ain't the military, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but y'all steal a whole bunch of shit from the military. They got all hands meetings, they do they do drills. We do pass down. We don't muster. That's one thing they don't do, muster. But you kind of got a uniform and everybody look the same when they doing their work. So you can miss me with that. It's not the military. Look, the military is the grand social experiment. If anybody in the military can get through it, then you can put a civilian through it. Is it any wonder that military housing looks like projects? No. If military can live in it, anybody can live in it. So let's put some low-income families in it and stuff. Whatever. But anyway, I go in the pass down, sitting down listening to the other technicians pass down what they did that night, because I was on the day shift. And I'm sitting up there. And you remember back when you was on the boat or wherever you was, and you was getting your briefing. And that pass down, boy, you paid attention because it could be life or death. You could be on some mission and your job is critical for this next part of the mission or something. So, boy, it's all intense, and it's like it's like a buildup. I can't even come up with words for it, and I talk so much. But it was an adrenaline rush. It's like anything could go wrong. You gotta pay 125% attention to this, or everything could just go wrong and just blow up in your face. The sense of danger was real. But in the civilian world, there's no danger. The only thing that's real is you don't complete the job and you might not be working no more. I guess that's a danger. Everybody gotta eat. So maybe that's a danger, but it wasn't the same thing. So you pass down, you listen to them talk and everything, and normally you sitting up there and you paying attention and stuff, but that shit's so boring and start putting you to sleep. You're like, oh my God, I can't believe this. What? Is that it? All right, so what? It just need a washer, big deal. Just take care of it. What's the problem? And then as you progress on and on, you start, your eyes start getting a mind of their own, and you listening, and your eyes decide, they want to look down for a little while, and they ain't got time to listen to this crap and stuff. So next thing you know, you snoozing your ass off. However, the military teaches you some great skills. One of the skills it teaches you to be able to listen and sleep at the same time. Oh, you've done it. Hell, they got guys that can sleep with their eyes open, standing up. They can do it, but know everything that's going around. So that's one of the skills you bring to this. So you sitting up there, your eyes closed, you out of it, and they think, oh, you sleep? Oh, you sleep? What was that? Oh, they try to surprise you. And they're like, oh, hey, oh, you over there. What's that thing I just said a couple minutes ago? And then you sitting up there, your eyes still closed, you don't even open your eyes. Oh, you said blah 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 blah, and furthermore and furthermore and furthermore, blah 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 blah. And they be looking like, oh shit, how do you do that? And you ain't even open your eyes yet. And then you open your eyes, and then you get up 7 years ago, and you just kill them with everything. And you in that O-ring. Let me tell you something. Next time you better change that shit. I'm up here trying to sit up here and pay attention. You put me to sleep with that bullshit. But that's just how it was. Even the work was boring. I don't know. When I was on the boat, man, you was in tight spaces, and everything was critical. Everything was mission critical. And the toilets was mission critical. Everything. And then you get to one of these civilian jobs, and you get in there, and it's like, oh, we gotta get this tool up. Or what? It's just gonna be down? We got 100 other tools doing the same thing. What's the big deal if this is down? I mean, I'm not saying you just take a nonchalant attitude towards it, but it's like, man, where's the fire at? What's the big deal? Are we not gonna make product no more? Is the building not gonna get on the way? What's the real issue here? Really? And so they're like, well, you don't understand. This ain't the military no more. I'm like, no shit, this ain't the military. But I'll get on it. Trust me, I'll fix it. It ain't that big of a deal, but you need to calm your ass down. You stressing over absolutely nothing. You're going to have a heart attack, and the doctor going to say, well, what was stressing you out? And you're going to tell him, oh, well, this tool wasn't up, and we needed to get it so we can get production going. And that doctor going to look at you and just say, fool, you had a heart attack for nothing. And I've tried to tell him that, but he wouldn't listen to me, Doc. He won't listen to me. So anyway, anything else I can talk about this? Because it's boring talking about this boring stuff with civilian life. It kind of makes me miss that adrenaline rush. I'm not saying I want to go back, but I do miss that adrenaline rush. I miss being in restricted water in a stovepipe with C-State 7 and stuff, and we have to be at PD, and we have to fight to stay at PD. I miss that. You don't really realize it until you're gone, and then you live this humdrum life. That's why you're always talking about stories. The most minor thing that happened at work will remind you of something amazing on the boat, but when you was on the boat, it was bullshit. It's like our tool is down. We're losing millions of dollars a second. You need to do stuff. And then you sit up there. Man, this reminds me of that one time when the toilet stopped working on the boat. Man, it was horrible. And one dude sat down on the toilet seat and it cracked in half. Oh my goodness, it was crazy. Anyway, what that got to do with losing $1 million a second? Well, it has a lot to do with losing $1 million a second. You ever sat on a broken toilet seat on a submarine and the plumbing ain't working? Have you ever done that before? Huh? Have you ever done that before? Man, and then you be getting upset. Like, no, how you sitting up here trying to compare that bullshit, $1 million a second, to a broken toilet seat on the boat? What's wrong with you? Anyway, I'm going nuts. And I'm losing my voice. Anyway, I just want to tell this story. I was talking to my buddy at work about it, my co-writer, that's what I call him. He was on the boat too. And we brought this up, and he just said it one day. He said, man, civilian life is just boring. And it's no lie. It is boring. I don't know if it was boring for you, but it's boring for me. Now, if it's boring for you, leave me a comment. Let's talk about that. If it wasn't boring for you, I'd like to hear how it was. Civilian life is not boring for you. I mean, Tell me what you're doing. If you're doing some great, spectacular job, let me know, man. I want to hear about that. Maybe I want to interview you so we can talk about that great job you got that don't have you all bored and shit. Because I'm bored and shit. But I'm making money. I'm definitely making more money than when I was in. So I guess the trade-off is all right. Anyway, thanks for checking me out on C Stories with Mr. Durite. I'm your host, Mr. Durite. And until next time, like, subscribe, share this, and peace.